Welcome to the channel and welcome to this 2,000 point match play game between Custodes and the Genestealer Cult. Rise up, brothers and sisters, the revolution has begun. We have toppled their statues, we have set this city aflame. The Bakau have arisen and mined up the approach to the burning city and stuck tank traps down all over the place, but their foes, the Custodes, well, they don't arrive by conventional means. So in this 2,000 point match play battle report, we'll be playing Overrun. Neither of us have taken the mission specific secondary objectives. However, there are six primary objectives on the table. You can see 4 here and 2 more in the city over here. The city side of the board is incredibly dense terrain, and line of sight through these city streets is going to be problematic. Out here it is much more open, but trees of course are dense cover, and it'll be -1 if anyone decides to shoot through them. Deploying conventionally, Dawn of War deployment, we don't know who's deploying what on each side yet, and basically all the terrain you see in front of you is from March of War Studios. That's the tank traps, that's these glorious statues here, and the terrain in the background, the cities. Lots of resin terrain from March of War available. Check them out, they're good people. The battle mat is from JW Gaming. This is the deployment zone specific battle mat, so if you'd like to support me, one of the things you can do is get the battle mat. It's one of these minimum sized new tournament regulation battle mats, because we're playing competitive play. We're playing tournament-esque e-lists today because we welcome to the channel a new challenger. Adam, say hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
So you've done tournaments and things.
I have, yes.
Tell us about your tournament successes and things.
Well, I started off a history of playing fantasy battle years ago, and then turned over to 40k, and been going to quite a few of the big major events over the last couple of years has been allowed.
Have you done the LVO?
I've not done the LVO, that is on my bucket list.
Right.
Unfortunately, you have to get it past the boss on these occasions. I've done the LGT, I've done the Beachhead Brawl, I've done the Caledonian Uprisings,
right,
and Hellstorm, I've done Dark Sphere, Fun and Fluff, which was great fun, 1,500 points, and yeah, got reasonable number of top 10 finishes and
nice.
Good things. Did well at the LGT, only lost to Conrad. So hopefully,
Conrad won the LGT.
He won the Invitational.
Right.
I can't remember who won the actual thing. But yeah, on the top row of tables, so it's a lesson learned.
But you know your beans. You also were employed by Games Workshop many moons ago.
Many years ago when I was at uni.
When you was at uni, and you started in the hobby when?
87. I got a pack of the top trump cards of the Space Marines, and that was my first introduction to it. And I played them, and then there used to be a little shop in Guildford, which is a comic shop mostly. And went along to there and played a lot of games there, and just stuck with it for the years. And I had a little break, mostly played fantasy from 3rd edition 40k to 6th edition, and then when Fantasy World died, my heart broke a little bit. Yeah, I just switched my hobby time to 40k.
But the old world will rise again, my friend.
So we hope.
So you've been in the hobby since the very beginning. You've worked for Games Workshop. You've got lots of different armies, and today you're bringing Genestealer Cults. Why, oh why are you bringing Genestealer Cults?
Well, it's my personal love. I love the Genestealer Cult. I love the models. I love the whole thing. And although I know I'm not going to win tournaments, all I can be is best in faction. And that's what I'm aiming for. You're
aiming for best in faction with GSK.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the Codex is coming at some point this year. So that's why I decided to break out the Custodes, because they haven't had a new Codex either. Let's go and have a look at these armies. Right, this is 1999 points worth of Adeptus Custodes. I've got 30 models. And we're going to be using the Shadow Keepers detachment thing for Adeptus Custodes, because there's a lovely strat, which I've forgotten the name of, but it's called, you point at a unit in a phase, and then it's -1 to the strength of the weaponry that is hitting it for that phase 1 minute. Grim Responsibility, it's called Grim Responsibility, so I'll be using that one. I've got 11 command points with my battalion, because I spent a command point on Captain Luther here, called Captain Commander from the Psychic Awakening book. Basically what he's got is his Warlord trait or Warlord traits and relics. He's got a 3-up invulnerable save and a reroll charges. That's Auric Aquilus. And I've given him the Warlord trait superior creation with a 5-up feel no pain. And then with the Captain Commander ability, I've added 2 more wounds to him. So this is a 9 wound model with a 3-up invulnerable save that can reroll charges and a 5-up shrug. Basically, he's a tank at 175 points. And then joining him, and I've given him a Misericordia as well for an extra attack with the dagger because I had some points left over. And then this chap here is just a normal shield captain. In the squads, we have 4 units of Custodian Guard, and in each squad there are 2 shields, 2 spears. 2 shields, 2 spears, cut and pasted all the way across, because shields in Custodes give them a 3-up invulnerable save. It also gives them, because they've got a 2-up save, with the Storm Shield, that gives them a 1-up save because it adds 1 to their armor. If they're in cover, a 0-up save, it's crazy. There's a unit of 6 Alaris Terminators, a couple of spears in that unit because of points, and 2 units of Virtus Praetors on bikes zipping around all over the place. Basically, I've got lots of 4 wound models at the back, lots of 3 wound models with 3-up invulnerable saves at the front. This list doesn't have very much maneuverability apart from the bikes. What you can do is deep strike in with the Terminators, but Genestealer Cults tend to, and MSU armies tend to spread out all over the place, which means the deep strike options will probably be pushed right back. So they might have to deploy on the battle grid. The other thing that you can do is you can actually spend the CP to put units in Deep Strike Reserve as well. So I could put a unit of Custodes in Deep Strike Reserve, or I could spend a CP and stick him in Deep Strike. He can, because he's only one guy, that might be something that I choose to do, because you might be able to find a space to squeeze him in there. So lots of tough units, lots of invulnerable saves all over the place. Not a lot of psychic defense, but there's some stratagems that can help you out with that. And it's going to be an interesting fight because I've got the resilience and the punch in close combat, but I'm going up against Genestealer Cults, and Genestealer Cults are like fighting shadows. Let's go and have a look at them now. Okay, this is 2,000 points.
2,000 points on the nose.
2,000 points. It's a battalion and a patrol, which gives you 10 command points to start off with. You've stuck a command point. You've spent an extra thingy bob over there. These are the books that you need to play Genestealer Cults right now, because there's Astra Militarum for tanks and things. There's Genestealer Cults for the Genestealer Cults, and then Psychic Awakening Greater Good. It's a mess, yes. And you really need a new book. Cult Bacau. What do we do? What do they do? What's their cult ability?
They're Pauper Princes as a core, so they reroll all hits in the first turn of close combat if they were charged, or heroically intervene.
Reroll everything?
Everything.
In close combat?
In close combat.
So does that mean you want to get in close combat with Custodes?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
I've got lots of snippy snips.
Snippy snips. Do you want to talk us through what you've got?
Yeah, so I've got a battalion which comprises of a Patriarch, who's known as the Knocker.
The Knocker.
Cornish mining legends. I've got a Magus.
Yes.
Who's Seer Bacchus.
Yes.
I've got a Jackal Alphas for adding +1 to hit for the buggies. And I've got a Clamavus for helping me get into close combat and keeping those nasty Custodes deep strikers away.
So he gives +1 to hit for buggies?
The biker does, yeah.
Really?
He can pick a unit, and buggies within 6 inches of him get +1 to hit.
Okay. So Warlord traits, relics, psychic powers and things?
I've just got one Warlord trait. The Patriarch has got the Biomorph adaptations, which gives him +1 attack, +1 strength.
Okay.
The Magus has got... I've not got the model, unfortunately. I've forgotten him. He's got a familiar with him, which is the Crouchling, which gives him another spell and +1 to cast. And he's also the Cult Psyche. So if he's near the Patriarch, he gets another +1 to cast. So he's +2 to cast.
Right. And
3 spells can cast 2 per turn and 3 once per game. The Patriarch can just cast 1.
That's good.
Yeah, it means when you need to get that spell off, Psychic Stimulus for the advance and charge on the Cultists, you've got a very good chance of doing it. And if you don't, then there's a stratagem to do it with 1 command point.
So what spell, have you got a spell in particular that you really need to get off that's really useful?
Well, he's got 2 really. So he's got Psychic Stimulus, which gives you advance and charge and always fight first, which is useful, gets you into combat. And then he's got Might from Beyond, which is super useful, which gives you +1 strength, +1 attack.
Nice.
Which is really good on the Acolyte units.
So you could put them on an Acolyte unit and they're advancing and charging with +1 strength and +1 attack.
Yes, so the heavy weapons get 3 attacks each, and they go up to strength 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is good against Custodes because they're winning on 2s.
Yes. What else are we looking at?
I've got, from the troops section, I've got 6 units of acolytes.
Yes.
I've got 2 units of 10 with 4 rock snippers, rock cutters.
These
lobster,
guys.
lobster. And then I've got 1 unit of 10 with 4 rock saws. And then I've got 2 units of 5 with 2 rock saws. And 1 unit of 5 with 1 rock saw as points. And they're more for actioning and screening out and that sort of thing.
But you've got some serious punch there.
I've got some, if I get past the invulnerable saves, it's the dead Custodes
invulnerable save or death sort of thing.
I mean,
that's what happens with Custodians, essentially. If I can pass all my invulnerable saves, I'm good.
Yeah.
There's some games I've played where, for a turn or two, I've passed all the invulnerable saves and the opponent gets very frustrated. And then the next couple of times you fail all your 4 invulnerable saves and the whole army goes
off the cliff.
Yeah.
So with the rock cutters, if I manage to wound a model, if I can then roll more than their remaining wounds on a d6, they're dead.
Yeah, these guys.
Feel no pain, no invulnerables, just dead, snipped in half.
Wound it, roll over the wound, dead.
And then I've got the 3 buggies.
Yes.
Which I'd like to have more, but I've not got them painted. They've got the mining lasers and the flare launchers.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of nice stratagems in the Greater Good Book. One that gives them +1 to wound on their mining lasers, and then one that gives them +1 to hit and +1 to wound on their heavy stubbers.
Because mining lasers are basically las cannons, right?
Yes, 36-inch las cannons.
Nice.
But they're D3 shots rather than 1.
Ooh, beautiful.
So swingy. That's the problem with them. And then I've got, moving over to the Guard Patrol.
Guard Patrol.
So Tank Commander.
Commander.
Heavy bolters, heavy flamer, demo cannon. Good for strength 10 shooting.
Yes.
Then I've got 2 normal Lehman Russes. One Punisher, 1 normal battle cannon one to hang back, 1 to move forward.
Yeah.
Both for flamers to keep things off of them.
No sponsons.
No sponsons, too many points, not enough BS to warrant the excess points spent on them.
But I do believe flamers are the right choice on tanks these days. Yes. If they get into close combat.
It's another 30 points though. You just
What, for a heavy flamer?
2 heavy flamers on sponsons.
Oh, right.
So you've got to have the heavy flamer in the hole because he's a heavy bolter or a heavy flamer, so 15 points in, which you are regardless. But the sponsons on the other tanks, I find they're just not worth it.
Okay.
And then I've got 2 guard squads and 2 chimeras with heavy flamers in the holes.
Who are these chaps? Why have they joined the revolution?
Well, they've been corrupted. So the tanks have been stolen, but the guardsmen are just PDF guardsmen.
Okay.
They're waiting for their freshly painted chimeras to come, which are literally got posted today. And then I've got 2 armoured sentinels, which are in the guard battalion, patrol, because in the Greater Good, there's some really good stratagems for armoured sentinels. There's one that halves damage.
Okay.
So they're toughness 6, 3 up save. They're a good.
They've got 6 wounds as well.
6 wounds. Good backfield objective sitter.
Okay.
That's how I use them. The multi-lasers don't achieve very much, but they're 35 points each. So
no,
you can't go wrong.
Yeah, 35 points for an armoured sentinel.
So you'd lose the sentinels to get the sponsons.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
The sentinels.
2 more vehicles in the backfield sitting there. Interesting stuff. So
equivalent to 12 wounds each when you halve wounds.
That's true. And so you've got lots of troops, lots of scoring options all over the place, lots of armour all over the place, lots of characters all over the place. Probably worth mentioning secondaries. 1 minute. So because you've got lots of stuff and things, I've picked grind them down. If I kill more units than you per battle round, then I'll get 3 points. And then you've picked no prisoners, which is you add up all the wounds total at the end of the game, divide by 10 round down, and that's your score. So if you kill 100 wounds, that'll be 10 points. I think we worked out there's 121 wounds here because the bikes have got 4, the Alaris Terminators got 4, all the normal Custodians have got 3. So there's a lot of wounds.
Character's got 9.
And that character's got 9 because I've given him 2. So yeah, you're just trying to kill as much as possible for no prisoners. Sorry, you get no prisoners, and I'm trying to grind you down. I'm trying to kill units. You're just trying to kill everything. Let's go on to deployment. And we're deployed for this 2,000 point match play game. Not much to say really, apart from I put my bikes and a couple of units on the right flank, and I put some bikes and a couple of units on the left flank. I'm not so worried about the cover everywhere because Custodes have good saves. And the Terminators are in the middle of the table along with another unit on this third objective there. There's my shield captain on Dawn Eagle jet bike. The other shield captain is in Deep Strike Reserve. Didn't put the Terminators in Deep Strike Reserve because of all of the screening possibilities that the Genestealer Cults can do. Remember, I'm trying to grind them down as well. Kill more units each turn than I'm killed, but I've also picked engage on all fronts and retrieve Octarius data. The way that works is I need to be in 3 or 4 table quarters to engage on all fronts, and I need to complete actions in all 4 table quarters for retrieving Octarius data. So basically I'm spreading out all over the place and trying to grind my opponent down. So the Custodes are trying to blunt this revolution by spreading out, retrieving the data from their enemies and trying to kill them. Meanwhile, the Genestealer Cults are trying to kill me, no prisoners, and also retrieve Octarius data, retrieving data from data skulls. So they'll want to spread out, and they're trying to get behind enemy lines. So in my deployment zone, I think it's in my deployment zone, 2 points if they get a unit in my deployment zone, 4 points if they get 2 units in my deployment zone. So we're both trying to spread out, we're both trying to kill each other, and this is the Genestealer Cult deployment. Adam, talk us through what you're doing.
Well, I'm trying to give myself a whole turn of shooting before I get jumped on by the bikes, basically.
Right.
So I've deployed in a way, I've scattered a few little units around to start retrieving data.
Yep.
I've got a few little surprises in the city, and then I've got the bulk of my tanks on the open ground to the left-hand side with a view to knocking a few holes, knocking a few golden boys off their bikes and stimmying their advances, trying to pin them back. I'm trying not to give up, grind it down turn 1.
Yeah.
So I can at least max limit that to a 12, and then if I can take the bikes out, I've probably got a reasonable chance of limiting your engage as well.
Yeah.
So that's my overall plan for the first couple of turns.
And then there's blips, and the blips are the Genestealer Cult units, right?
Yes, not that many this time, only 5. So I've got 3 of them are characters and 2 of them are just little 5-man units.
And the idea is that this blip, in turn 1, you can put any unit you want down within range of that blip, and any unit you want within range of those blips. There's other Genestealer Cult rules which allow you to go back in ambush and then reappear next turn with the Genestealer Cult units if you want to. The tank commander's all the way out on this flank here with his damage 10 weapon, looking at my toughness 6 bikes, which is kind of curious. But I guess the reason why the vehicles are outside of the city is because line of sight is a thing.
Line of sight is a thing.
So this side is very, very open. Half the table open, half the table very dense. It might be a battle of 2 halves.
Maybe.
It's a game of 2 halves, Harry.
The cultists may very well be in the city, not out in the open, getting murdered by hurricane bolters.
Yeah. So we need to roll off and see who goes first. After you, sir. It's a 5. Can I be at 5? No, I can't. It's Genestealer Cults. Turn 1. Viva la Revolution! And so the city is burning, the statues have been toppled, and this planet is far too close to holy terror to go unnoticed by the Custodes. It is a direct threat to the throne world. The cult must be extinguished, and here we are after the cultists' movement phase. The Chimera disembarking its cargo in this corner behind the Lehman Russ tank commander and blocking off the Lehman Russ tank commander from a potential charge. They're going to be retrieving Octarius data.
They are, yes.
So we need to do this and all. Yes, so they're retrieving a servo skull that was buzzing around down here for information against their enemies. And you'll notice that none of the acolytes have jumped out yet. They're all in reserve, ready to jump out and get behind enemy lines in later game terms, ready to surround the Golden Host and attack them from behind. Blips have appeared. We have a Jackal here. We have the other characters here. 1 unit running forward to the center of the battle grid over there. There's not a lot of movement going on here. Adam, what is your thinking, sir?
Well, I just need to get the most out of the shooting elements of my army first turn. I need to give some space to myself. You've just got to be cagey with the Genestealer Cult. They're not a shove someone in your face, Custodes army, come and bring it on, I'll take you all on.
Yeah.
They are a sneaky, devious army. So I've got another unit of acolytes in this corner.
Oh,
that gives me another Octavius point, which gives me 4 victory points turn 1.
Yeah.
Which is good. I've got the objectives, all 3 objectives covered. I've got this other unit of acolytes in the middle.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to cast a few little psychic shenanigans on them.
Nice.
I've got nothing else to do.
PDF inside the tank still.
PDF inside the tank, so I've got a double layer of thing, and the Sentinels on it. I've got 2 tanks on that one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping just to stimmy the left-hand side, get ready for the right.
I like that word, stimmy. You said that you'd have actually preferred if I'd have gone first.
Yes, yeah, it would just brought you out a bit more. It would have given me some lines. It would have given me more time to throw up some blocks and buffs and barricades against you and fight the battles on my turn, and it would have created more space behind you for later jumping on deep striking, line breaking,
deep strikingness,
all those sweet things.
Okay, let's go on to the psychic phase. So psychic phase, Magus casting psychic stimulus on these guys, so they'll strike first. What do you need?
I believe it's a 6, but I've got +2.
Okay, so that's a pass.
Good.
So they'll strike first, even if they get charged.
Even if they get charged.
Well, mind you, no, charges will go first. Yeah.
They get multi-charge.
Yes.
And then I am going to cast Might from Beyond.
Might from Beyond.
Just in case. So that's an 8. It's a 7 to cast, but I've got +2 as well to that. So
what's that then?
That gives me +1 strength, +1 attack.
Okay, cool.
But it's not a lot to cast psychic powers on. So
yes.
Why not?
The retrieving data thing we found out is a unit per turn. So one of these units is doing it this turn, and then one the next turn, then one. So these ones first.
Yeah.
Those ones first, then one the next turn, then one the next turn. Now we're going to roll around in the shooting phase. Do you know where you want to start, sir? Starting with the Sentinel, firing down here through the city streets, hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s, 1 hit, 3s to wound, no wounds.
After the Sentinel failed to damage, we moved on to the Chimera, firing its multi-laser down this way, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s with a 2-up save, no damage caused. And then we came across to the Chimera and the Sentinel on this flank. Again, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s, 2-up saves, no damage caused. That's it for the small arms. Now we're on to the big boys.
Right, so the Jackal Alphas is going to mark the bikers.
Mark the bikers.
+1 to hit ability.
Right.
Give that to all cult units within 6 inches, but obviously it's just the buggies for the minute.
Right.
Just to finish him off, before I do that, I'm going to shoot his sniper rifle at the bikers.
I might spend a CP 1 minute. So I'm spending 2 CP on Arcane Alchemy on the bikers. That is my transhuman physiology. Can only be wound on a 1, 2, 3. Can't be wound on a 1, 2, 3. Because they would be target number 1 for me, for the big guns. Okay, so the sniper's targeting them.
Yep, so he's just straight 4, so it doesn't really affect that.
Yes.
It's a 2 to hit.
It hits.
And then it's a
5 to wound. 6s do more wound in addition.
No
wounds. Sniper shot goes wide. Yep. Now, do we know where we're going next?
We're going to go on to the buggies.
Right.
So I am going to put a couple of command point stratagems.
Nice.
On them. No, sorry, actually 1, because you've got the only wound on 4s.
Yes.
There's one that gives me +1 to wound on my mining lasers, but that's of no use to me now.
Okay.
So I'll give the one that gives me +1 to wound and +1 to hit on my heavy stubbers.
Okay.
So we're going for volume here.
So all the buggies are a unit. What are they firing at?
They're firing at the bikes.
They're firing at the bikes.
Got to get the bikes.
Okay. Oh no. We have a dice down. Right, okay.
So these are hitting, those +2, but obviously you can only get +1, so it's hitting on 3s.
Yes.
+1 to wound, so I'm back to wounding on 4s.
Back to wounding on 4s. AP on this?
No AP.
No, stubbers. So 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
4 tip saves. I'm okay.
Loving it. So, and I've got 3d3 mining laser shots.
Okay. That's a lot of shots right there. That's many. And these are hitting on 3s now.
Hitting on 3s.
Okay. Ooh, 7 hits in the end, or 6. We're on 4s now because of Arcane Alchemy.
I'm gonna
Command point? That's 3 wounds so far.
No, I'm gonna save for the damage.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 up, invulnerable saves. I failed 2. How much damage is it?
D6.
D6 a time. I think I might command point one of these as well then. Okay, only 1 gets through.
So, damage. 1. There's my command point. That's
okay.
what I saved it for. 2. 100% better.
Mining lasers flash out across the surface of the city, only injuring one of these bikers, but now the tank commander is going to fire into them as well, right?
He is. So he's going to go heavy bolters first to make the most of the 2 damage.
Nice.
Try and pop him off before we go on to the big guns. So hit on 4s because of the dents.
Don't they hit on 3s?
They do hit on 3s, but I'm firing through the woods. So
oh yes, thank you.
So, and then...
Strength 5, toughness 6.
Yeah, 4 5s to wound. No wounds.
No wounds.
Yikes.
Battle Cannon of Doom.
And then 2d6 shots.
I
fired
yeah.
twice. 11.
11.
Bada bing.
On 4s. That wasn't great. That was not great.
Point. So, and then forced wound. Swing around. That'll do. 3 wounds. Right, 1 for each of them.
I've spent my command point reroll so far. So 4 up or death.
4 up or death. Oh, boom.
I make all my saves. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Wait, it's not over. The battle cannon over there by the statues wants to fire at them as well.
So 2d6 shots.
Yes. 11 again. It's
Well,
a beautiful thing. Your shots and your hitting and your wounding is doing the job. But these guys are hitting on 4s.
Yep, hitting on 4s, not bad.
Wounding on 4s.
4s again, yep.
Instead of 3s.
That's 4 wounds.
4 wounds. 4 more, 4 up.
It's only -2, so yeah, still 4 up, yeah.
Yeah, still 4 up and vulnerable saves. That one's really cocked. That one's still really cocked. One of them gets through.
So D3 damage.
That's enough.
Gets 1.
You finally take out the Custodian Guard.
Only took my entire army.
But he took 2 tanks and mining lasers, and you got another tank though. So we're grinding advance. The Punisher cannon will be spreading murder down the street, firing twice, 40 shots as the gun goes. Or more like... yeah, hitting on 4s.
Here we go, yeah, hitting on 4s. First 20. And 4s to wounds.
4s to wounds.
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
Not great.
AP dash, so I need to make 2s. You injure 1.
Got 1.
Let's do it again.
Flesh wound. Come back, I'll bite your ankles off.
It's a flesh. All that for a drop of blood. And,
Not great.
It hurts me to see guard shooting.
Only 3 wounds.
3 more wounds. 3 more wounds. 3 more 2 up saves.
Oh, I've got 1.
2 wounds in total off a Terminator. They start with 4. Then the Cult stops to rearm and reload because that is the end of the shooting phase. They've taken out a Custodian on a bike. That's it. And injured one of the Terminators over here.
I hope to get 2 bikes. That was my goal.
Yeah.
That would have reduced their capacity to do damage, but that's what happens with saving throws. And,
You've got to remember as well, though, that most of your punchy part of your army is all in reserve, about ready to ambush and come out next turn. And your army is built around spreading out and scoring objectives. This unit is retrieving the data so far. The other points are behind enemy lines, what used to be called line breaker, and grind them down, no prisoners, killed stuff. So at the moment it's 0 points each. The Custodes have tasted blood, their own blood. And now it's on to the Golden Boys, turn 1. Here we are after my movement phase, the Golden Legion moving forward to bring down the Cult of Bakau. This unit and this unit advancing, so they can't retrieve any Octarius data. But this unit over on the left flank, they can. They've picked up a servo skull, they've learnt a bit more about their foe. And this is bait. The Chimera down these city streets with a unit PDF in is bait. And yes, I've risen to the bait. The reason why it's bait is because I kill it and the troops get out on that objective anyway. Let's assuming I can kill it if I charge it. And then there's a Patriarch there. And then there's these guys here. Maybe I should charge them instead. Instead of that, charge them. I've completely forgot. I didn't even see them from this angle. This is why you should walk around the table a few times. So don't kill the bait. Kill the unit with the snippy snips that are going to countercharge me. And then I'll get countercharged by the Patriarch. And then the other Psychers there. And then the psychic spells that splash into my bikers are probably going to kill him anyway. I didn't know what to do with Luthor. My shield captain on a Dawn Eagle jet bike, whether to go that way, or that way. Considering the amount of cultists that are about to burrow up underground and come springing out of drains and manhole covers and things like that, I thought I might as well keep them back. And you'll notice that the Custodes are strung in lines for deep strike denial. The Terminators are also advancing up the table. So what I'm going to do here is use one of the bikers to shoot with the little dudes at the back, the PDF, trying to force morale. The other one can't actually see it over the Chimera and the tank. Poor placement there. So he'll put all of his other shots into the Chimera to soften it up before the charge. Anyway, here's the 6 shot hitting on 2s into the PDF. And I'm strength 4 with Hurricane Bolt as their toughness 3, so I'm winning on 3s. And that's 5 wounds. That's pretty good. Do they only have a 5 up save?
5 up save.
Okay.
No, they made 1.
Oh dear.
Wow.
5 of them bite the bullet. And then 12 shots will rain into the Chimera on 2s and 5s. And do 3 wounds. 3 3-up saves.
Take a wound.
A tickle a wound off of it, just soften up the meat. So we've come round to the left flank, to this unit. It turns out that one of the bikes can see these sneaky acolytes here, so I'll put 12 rapid fire hurricane bolt shots into them, and then the other 2 bikes can see the Sentinels, so they'll put all of the shots, their other shots, into the Sentinels. Here's the 12 shots into acolytes, hitting on 2s, and strength 4, toughness 3, I'm wounding on 3s. 8 wounds, the first 3 are in light cover there, so 4 ups I think.
4 ups, make 1. Taking 1 at a time now, I'm afraid. No, that makes it easy. And then the rest are at 5s.
Did I wipe out the unit?
Yeah.
Wow. Then the other 2 bikes are not in rapid fire at the Sentinel, so this is 12 shots in total, hitting on 2s. With 5s to wound, because it's toughness 6, and that does 3 wounds. That's respectable. Trying to chip it down.
3 ups.
Take a wound off of it, and interestingly enough, that is the end of my shooting phase. I've killed a unit of acolytes that were being sneaky, like acolytes do. Now we're going to charge. This unit of bikes are charging the Chimera. Would you like to overwatch?
No, I would not, thank you.
Charge. Oh, they're angry. That was nasty, because what you're trying to do here is screen, so I can't kill that and tag your tank commander. But what I can do with the 12-inch charge is come all the way around here. I haven't touched the Chimera, so when I pile in, I'll move to the closest model, but end up touching the tank commander as well.
Do part you consolidate, not in pile in.
Yeah, that one, consolidate, then pile in, or the other way.
Pile in, you can't go within an inch of him.
Yes.
And then once you consolidate, then
yes.
you can go within an inch.
That's the one. I knew it was something like that. This unit going to charge the Chimera. Would you like to...
No.
Chimera's on the right flank, Chimera's on the left flank. Here we go. 6?
No.
I don't think that's enough. Let's CP reroll that. I think we said it was 7 away.
You did say it was 7, yeah.
And I failed the charge on the left flank. See, that's interesting, because one of the reasons why I wanted to charge all the way across, I wanted to get in 4 table quarters for engage. If they'd have charged, I'd have been in all 4 for 3 points. But I'll get 2 points, because I am in 3 table quarters now. We're going to go to the fight phase. They're attacking the Chimera. They have 4 attacks each. They hit on 2s with their spears. At strength 6, I win on 5s. But bikers reroll all failed wounds on the charge, which is pretty good, seeing as I've only got 1 wound so far. Oh dear. I still get 1 wound. It's -3.
6 up? No.
D3 damage. For 2 yeah, I expected more spectacular things. Right, and we did the attacks back from the vehicles as they rev their engine and try and smash into the bikes. Always off camera because it never works.
How'd you know, Duck?
And you caused a wound. You smashed one of these in the leg and made him bleed. So that is the end of my turn 1. I am engaging on 3 quarters, and I did kill more than Adam because he didn't kill anything, and I killed a unit of acolytes over there. So we'll get an extra point for grind them down.
3 points.
3 points for grind them down for killing more, and 2 points for engage on all fronts. So at the end of turn 1, it'll be 5 points to 0. However, the Golden Legion have just poked the hornet's nest. Now it's time for the ambush, the true ambush, to begin. Genestealer Cults, turn 2. Horn sound, drums fill the air as the cult launch their ambush. Round here, we've got a unit that is going to return to the shadows. Costs a CP, so they're going to disappear back under the ground under a manhole. This unit appeared, a cult of acolytes, ready to come charging forward. And from the Chimera, the PDF disembarked as the Primarch and the, what's this one? Magos have moved forward. Now, I failed to charge the Chimera. It looks like the Chimera is lining up to charge the bikes. Is that the plan?
That is the plan.
That is the plan, because I get to re-roll wounds on the charge. But if you just go clang straight into them, I can't fall back and charge. I won't get re-roll wound rolls because you charge me. So that's a pretty good play. I like it. And it pushes me back away from this objectives, ready for these guys to come counter charging in. And also, of course, if I'm engaged with a tank trying to zip away from it, then I can't shoot through and rain fire down into this unit here. So cultists disappearing and appearing in the ruins in the backfield. And 2 units are popping in here. This guy is he's a Clamavus. He's got a unit of Acolytes with him. You've got 2 units wholly within my deployment zone, so that would be 4 points for behind enemy lines. And you're spending 3 points on a stratagem called a Perfect Ambush, which means you roll a d6.
I roll a 1.
And you rolled a 1.
Okay. That's what happens at 3 from 1 points.
And what happens is they can move d6 inches forward. And you could have been all the way over here, but now they get a little bit of a truffle shuffle. So while you're truffle shuffling them, are moving along. The tanks and the shooty stuff staying in the backfield. And round here on this side, both of these units have fallen out of close combat. So they're not going to be shooting this turn. It does leave the bikes exposed to all the firepower that's about to rain into them, which is rather important because this unit is also now retrieving data. You retrieve data in that table quarter. Well, once you retrieve data in 2 table quarters, that's 4 points. You do it in 3 table quarters, that's 8 points, etc., etc. So retrieving the skulls on this side as well. Hopefully the bikes won't be there. Oh, and we remember the morale. And you pass the morale on this unit. They hunker in down despite the golden host raining down towards them. So the cults are retrieving data. They're line breaking. They're spread out across 3 objectives. You're not on more than me, so it's 10 points to 5 currently. And now we go down to the psychic phase. So what we start with, sir?
A big old smite, hopefully.
Good old-fashioned smite.
So good old-fashioned smite to the bikes from the Magus. Plus 2 to this roll.
Yes.
So I'm looking for a 9+. There it is, Super Smite.
So that's an 11. Right, so I'm going to spend a CP, I think it's called Fortress of Willpower. Let me check. It's called Fortress of Willpower. I can deny that power on a 4-up because I don't want a Super Smite hitting me. So I need a 4. I don't deny you. D6 Super Smite coming up. For 5. Now, Custodes ignore mortal wounds in the psychic phase on 6s. I don't move any of them. One of the bikes gets wiped out. His brain melts and explodes. Okay, the next thing that the Magos is trying to do is mind control these Custodian Guard here.
Yep.
And that passes.
Plus 2, so 9.
So it's -1 for me to hit now.
Yep.
So I'm hitting on Space Marine instead of hitting on Custodes.
And no Overwatch.
And no Overwatch as well. Interesting. Then we have the Patriarch.
Patriarch's just going to smite.
Good old-fashioned smite. Smite number 2. That passes. D3 mortal wounds. For 1 mortal wound, which I don't ignore. So one of the bikes has died. One of them is down to 2 wounds already. That concludes the psychic phase. Now the streets are going to light up with the sound of guns. So the multi-laser will pick on the bikes, hitting on 4s. And wounding on
3s.
Not that.
Chimera multi-laser.
Yes.
Same again.
Hits twice and wounds. Strength 6, toughness 6. Wounds once. I make the save. There's a heavy flamer right there.
3 hits.
3 auto hits.
5 to wound. 2 wounds. -1.
-1, so these are 3-up saves. I fail 1. 1's down to 1 wound left. And then you've got the las cannon array on the back of the Sentinel.
No, the guys are out there now, so they can't shoot. But the guys can shoot themselves. So I've got 5 guys. 5 guys. One of them's a sergeant.
Right. Are they just las guns?
Just las guns.
Flashlights at the bikers.
So
rapid fire las rifles. 4s from the PDF. These are only strength 3 though. I am toughness 6. 6 is to wound. Can 1 be a hero? No, not today.
The Magus is going to shoot his pistol. Hits the 3s.
No. Then we had some pistol fire from the Acolytes back here, firing into the unit on the objective that retrieved the data last turn, causing no wounds. I think that's all the gunfire through the city streets. Now we're coming out to the edge of the city and to the wilds. Where are we starting?
We're going to start with the buggies and the Jackal.
Yes.
So the Jackal is going to mark the bikes here, but he's going to shoot his sniper rifle over at the Alaris Custodes.
So the way the Jackal works is he marks a unit, then it's +1 to hit the unit. Yeah, he doesn't give it to the unit.
He gives it to any cult unit within 6 inches of him.
Yeah. Or
12 inches for bikes, get a +1 to hit against the chosen target.
Against the one he targets. Right, yeah. Okay. Right, where are we starting that? So they're marked, then the Jackal's going to fire.
I'm going to try and pop that Custode off.
Okay.
He's injured, so I hit my 3s, I moved.
Okay.
Hits.
Winning on 5.
Winning on 5. Need a 6, ideally. No.
Negative. Sniper shot just bounces off my auramite and adamantium.
So, I'm going to shoot the buggies at the bikes. Do you want to do anything?
Yes, I'm going to do transhuman physiology, e.g. arcane alchemy one more time. I really need to keep these alive.
Okay, and I am going to spend 1 command point on the +1 to hit, +1 to wound on the stubbers.
+1 to hit, +1 to wound on the stubbers. Love it.
Go, hitting on 3s.
Okay.
4, +1 to hit.
Yeah.
Wound, sorry.
Yeah. I need a lot of 2-up saves.
Yeah.
By a lot I mean 7. 7 2-up saves. One of them takes 2 wounds. One of them was already injured when a tank ran over it. So he's down to 1 wound left, leaking oil. His foot is hanging off. And then we have the mining lasers going bam.
3d3. Oof, not so good this time.
Only 4 this time. Last time it was a bajillion.
Drain their power cells down.
3s to hit.
3s to hit.
Everything hits though. 4s to wound.
4s to wound. Here we go. 2 wounds.
Only 2 wounds. Command point? No, yes, no, yes, no, maybe, no. Are you sure?
Yeah, no.
Okay, 4-up, invulnerable save. I make one, fail one. I'm not going to CP reroll it because I'm looking over my shoulder and I've only got 3 command points left. I'll gain 1 next turn, but this guy gets wiped out. Layman Ras, now firing at the biker. He can draw a line, so it isn't going to be negatives to hit. 5 shots coming through with the battle cannon.
4s.
Oh dear. Force to wound. Doesn't wound. You got 1 more tank left.
No, right, so I'm going to shoot my multi-laser from the Sentinel at him.
Okay.
Desperation times.
Hits twice.
Hits. Force to wound.
Wounds once. I make the save.
Okay.
I think we got a tank left because these guys can't fire anymore.
We're going volume here.
Volume. 40 shots.
Just double check the range.
Into the biker.
24, yeah.
But it's strength 5, right?
Strength 5, yeah.
And toughness 6.
Yeah, I know, but what can I do?
You can shoot at something else. You can shoot at the trees.
Yeah, or the Sentinel.
Shoot at the... You don't like the statues. Look what you've done to the statues.
It's already cast down, this one.
Okay. This one's toughness 20 with a 5+ in front of it.
I think unfortunately he needs to bite the bullet.
Okay.
So we're going to go with him.
Okay. What was that?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Well, let's see if it bleeds. 4s. And when I said 4s, I meant 5s because of trees. Yeah. But you still got good roll.
I need 5 to win.
5 to win, yeah. Strength 5. Ooh, look at all those 6s. That's a Yahtzee of 6s. Good shooting. 7 2-up saves. He takes a wound. But now we have 20 more shots. Gatling gun of doom. And then 5 to wound. 1 more came through. 1 more 2-up save. He makes the save, so in the end the Custodian only takes a wound. But I feel like we should remove all the trees, because lots of trees died. They're already dead. They've already been set fire by the cultists.
Right. That's the rubbish bit that gets turned out of the way. Let's do some close combat.
Right. You charge him?
Charges.
Charging.
So first things first. The Chimera into the couple of bikers.
Go for it. Just don't roll snake eyes and you're good. You're good. Chimera gets there. What else you charging? The PDF that got out of the Chimera?
No.
Do you want to charge the Acolytes in?
The Acolytes are a 9-inch charge, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to be in the open, so no. Just these dudes here.
I'm tempted to Overwatch. Nope, I'm not going to Overwatch. Now, it would normally be an 8-inch charge because you moved only an inch. But +1 because the Clamorous. So 7-inch charge. And that's a 5 and a 5. That's a 10. Right, after the charge phase, the cultists make it there. The Clamorous staying back here. He's ordered these guys to stay within the deployment zone of the Custodes for line break, yes. Which means that with that good 10-inch charge there, you've still got six guys that can fight. The Snippy Snips are at the front. Yeah. 7 guys? 6 guys? Yeah, because these 4 aren't. And you don't want to go any further forward because then you won't be line breaking anymore. They want to get to this part of the city. Anyway, Snippy Snips attacking the Custodes.
So the Snippy Snips are -1 to hit.
Right.
But because I'm Pauper Princes, they are re-roll all hits.
When you charge, yeah. Nice.
So first turn, first one's hitting on 4s.
Do you need the re-roll? Okay.
It's nearly a full house.
Nearly a full house.
So strength 8.
Toughness 5. 3s to wound.
No re-rolls here though.
Okay,
5
so
wounds.
5 wounds at AP.
-4.
-4. So it's 3 up invulnerable saves on the storm shields.
Take them individually.
Yes.
You die and then you die.
First one passes. Second one passes. Third one doesn't pass.
So it takes D3.
It takes D3 wounds.
And then if after that, if you're still alive, I roll a dice, and if I roll more than your existing number of remaining wounds,
yes,
you're dead.
You're dead. Okay, D3, he's got 3 wounds.
So he's taken 2.
He's down to 1 left.
And I'm not anything but a 1.
There's a 1.
I'm not sure if I can re-roll that. No.
It's not an
He
attack
survives.
thing.
No.
So he survives.
2 more to go.
He survives on a wound. 3 up invuln. Now he's dead. And then the last one with the 3 up invulnerable save. He's alive. So you only kill one of the storm shields.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Then 2 normal guys are striking.
On 3s, re-rolling.
Yes.
Yep.
Strength.
Strength 4.
Okay.
So I need 5s to wound, 6s are -4. No wounds.
Negative.
I've got 2 knife attacks.
2 knife attacks.
And a shank, yeah. It's cocked.
All right.
2 hits.
2 shanks.
5s. Ugh. Sorry. No.
Your dice rolling.
Oh, it's been bad, isn't it?
Your
It's been
dice
not
rolling.
once.
So is that what happened there?
That is what's happened there.
Let's do the Chimera. I'm not going to pay to interrupt. You don't want to move forward, do you? Because
No, I
it's
can't move
10
forward.
inches from this edge. 6s with the Chimera. There is a bike on 1.
No hits.
There was a bike on 1 wound. He's still on 1 wound. Let's fight back with the bikes. The bikes stab their spears into the Chimera on 2s. I'm strength 6, your toughness 7. But no rerolls. So I need 5s. I get 5. 5 5s at -3. D3 damage a time.
Wow.
Oh dear. How many 6s can you make?
Lots, hopefully.
Hopefully. 1 6. So 4d3 damage on the Chimera is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 damage on the Chimera. Then the Custodian Guard, who got charged from behind, turn around and attack these cultists. Here's the blade on 2s, and it is strength 5. So I need 3s. And AP -3. That kills 2 of them. Then the spears hit on 2s. And spears are +1 strength. So I'm strength 6, your toughness 3. So 2s to wound. Oh, there's a couple of 1s.
5 dead.
5 dead in total. Then I consolidate. Then you take a morale. What's their leadership?
Leadership 8.
Leadership 8, okay.
3 or less. That's
right.
Useful rolling 1s at
Yeah,
some point.
right. Now, that was pretty game-changing, because if you'd have killed a couple of them, not only would have you killed a couple of them, but you could have then started a steamroller through onto that objective there and stopping me take objectives. So that was a bit of a bounce, unfortunately. You do get 4 points for being behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
You do get an extra 4 points as well for deploying scramblers. Sorry, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
For retrieving data in 2 table quarters. So that's 8 points you've stolen this turn, which is good. It means you get in the lead to 13 points to 5. 18 points. Yes, you're right. 18 points to 5. I'm still on 3 objectives, however.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get 10 points on the primary, just like your 10 points on the primary. So it's still anyone's game as we go on to Custodes. Turn 2. Here we are after the Custodes movement phase. I've not deployed my second shield captain at this time because I don't think I need to. Last turn I retrieved data over there. This turn I'm retrieving data over here. So at the end of the turn it will get me 4 points. And currently I'm on 1, 2, 3 table quarters for engage on all fronts. Now I just need to kill more. And considering you haven't killed anything yet, not a whole unit yet, I just need to kill a unit. So the plan is for them to stand here and get that data skull, and the second unit of Custodes to charge in and try and touch these tanks one more time. The lone Vexus Praetor on the Dawn Eagle jet bike. See, Custodes on bikes and infantry all count as objective secured. If I charge that Sentinel, I'm going to be on 4 objectives. So that's the plan. Charge the Sentinel, but also put shots into the guys that retrieved the data skull last turn, because they're a troops unit and they could end up running onto that objective next turn and outscoring me. So that's my pressure out here in the wastes outside the city, in amongst the burning trees. I've just charged forward with the Alaris Custodes down the avenue right towards the tanks. They're causing an issue. There's just a big blob of Terminators there saying, fight me. And then over here, I'm within range of the objective. I fell back with this unit that were controlling these guys, but I've moved forward with Luther, my captain on Dorgan Eagle jet bike. He's decided to deal with them. One more bit of bookkeeping. We forgot these guys were mind controlled, so they were hitting on 3s, not 2s. I did roll 1, 2, and then we put 2 wounds back on the Chimera. So the Chimera is on 5 wounds. One of these bikes is down to 1 wound remaining. Breaking out of combat here. Ready to so not so much pressure this way, but I'm spreading out. I'm everywhere. That's the plan. I am Alfarius. Oh, Omegon. So he will shoot his rapid fire hurricane bolter down into this quarter to try and clear these guys away. I'm spreading out all over the place. Yes, I think I've said everything. Let's start here with the shooting phase. I'm in rapid fire range. 2s to hit and 3s to wound. That's nasty. That's 10 wounds, that is. That's Custodian shooting right there.
10 5s and 6s.
Yes, coming up.
Got 5. Not enough.
No.
5 dead.
They get wiped out. Then this squad fired their Sentinel blades at the Chimera, causing no damage. Here's the Guardian Spears in rapid fire range, though. 2s to hit. I need 5s to wound. 2 wounds at -1.
Pause.
And it does do 2 damage. What's that one on now?
So 5.
That one's on 5 wounds. The other Chimera's on 5 wounds. That's the firepower from the waist, because these guys are too busy collecting a data skull.
All the hit kids are on 5 wounds.
Terminators advance, so they cannot shoot. Coming around here to this unit, these guys are going to fire their Guardian Spears into your Clamavus round here.
Okay.
Because he's a character, he is exposed.
I am going to spend 2 command points.
It's only 2 shots, by the way.
Only 2 shots.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, but it is AP -1, 2 damage.
I will suck it up then.
You'll suck it up.
Suck it up.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Because you do have a 2 CP strat, which means I can't shoot at him because he's not the closest.
Yeah.
But you only have 4 CP left at this time.
Yeah.
So good luck. 2s,
Bonjour.
I hit. And then strength 4, toughness 3, 3s. I only wound once, and -1, 2 damage. He will live.
6? No.
He will live. I don't know how many wounds they start off with, but he's injured. I've blown his kneecap off. He's still all right. We're going to come across to the bikers with their hurricane. Oh no, they're not vehicles. I can't shoot the vehicle. We're going to come across to Luther shooting at these. Do I want to shoot them or do I want to charge them? I want to shoot them. I want them dead. 2s and 3s. 9 wounds. 2 are in the 4-up cover though.
Only one now.
Yeah, only 1 now. He's still there. Still hanging in there. Now he gets taken out. And then the remaining 5-ups. And my shield captain wipes out that unit that dared to appear from behind me.
There's your unit for grinding down.
That's my grinding down unit. Now I need to charge some things. So these guys fell back. Luther could join the charge because I could jump up and over. He's got the fly keyword. So he could come in there, which means he's going to get attacked by everything. But I'm happy. Even if I don't kill the Chimera, I'm kind of happy there. Because they're also taking smite, you see.
Yeah.
From smitey things. So I think the only thing I'm going to charge is over out here in the wastes. The biker is going to charge the Sentinel. No Overwatch?
No.
That's enough. They go wheeling in. Now around here I've got a decision to make, like charge Chimera or charge tank. I think I should do the same thing, which is charge Chimera and try and tag tank. How far is it to the Chimera?
The Chimera is 5, the tank is 6.
5 to the Chimera. That's a 4. I'm going to need to CP reroll that, put me down to 3 CP. And then they make it in. So here we are after the charge phase, ready to do some shenanigans into the tank commander one more time. Let's start with the Guardian Spears and the Sentinel Blades into the Chimera. These are all hitting and wounding that Chimera at the same strength and AP. So I'm hitting on 2s. And at strength 5 or 6, I need 5s to wound. 6s to save. No 6s. Each of these doing D3 damage. That is a dead Chimera. Please don't blow up.
Blow up.
It doesn't blow up.
Yes, another one.
And then I will consolidate after the fight phase. And tag the tank one more time and stopping it rumbling forward down into my deployment zone. Now we come to the Virtus Praetor attacking the Sentinel. Spears at the ready. 2s to hit. I get 4 hits. I'm strength 6, your toughness 6. So it's force to wound, re-rolling all failed wounds on the charge. And that's 3 wounds at -3.
3 6s is. There's 1.
2 6s. 1 6 you made. It's got 6 wounds left, and it's D3 damage a time. I could do it. I don't do it. It's got 2 wounds remaining. That's it for charging models. Now we're going to go on to defenders fighting first. So down here to the Chimera. D3 wounds?
D3 attacks.
For 1. There's one of the bikers on a wound. No,
Yeah, misses, no.
You failed to damage. And then we're going to fight back here with the other 2 vehicles up here.
Oh, you get to fight there with the
Oh,
bikes.
yeah, yes, I do get to fight with the bikes. You're right. 4 attacks each. 5 wounds remaining on that tank. I need 3s because of mind control. Their brains, they're fighting the infestation of the cultists inside of them. That sounds rude. 3s to hit. 5s to wound. Nothing. I'm still locked up with a Chimera. Their brains are obviously addled. I imagine they imagine that they're fighting some cultists, but really they're stabbing their spears into a tank. Talking about tanks, we fight back over here.
6s.
Ooh, the layman Russ goes grumble, grumble.
3s to wound.
Wounds once.
Oh.
I'll count it. That's really cocked, though, isn't it? It is really cocked.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Meant to be.
If that will go on a shield guy, I'll put a shield guy down to 2 wounds remaining, and then the sentinel kicks. Hayacho!
Chicken kick.
Chicken kick. It hits.
No, I think it's a 5 to wound.
Chicken kick. It hurts. That's cocked again. He doesn't hurt the biker. And then at the end of Custodes, turn 2, I'm engaging on 3 fronts again. I've retrieved some data, and I got 10 points for the primary, and Adam got 10 points for the primary. Basically, I'm on 24 points at the end of turn 2, and the cultists are on 18 points at the end of turn 2. There is only 6 points in it. I'm looking quite strong out in the wastes, which is kind of surprising to me. And I'm on 4 objectives currently. Down this end, with the psychic powers, and with down this end, not so much strong. And how many more units have you got ready to jump out through manhole covers and things like that?
3 more units.
3 more units. I still have my shield captain. He can pop up somewhere, but 3 more units with their snippy snips. And here we are after the cultist movement phase in turn 3. The layman Russ has pulled back into the corner. Couldn't go this way. So I've either got to charge the layman Russ next turn or get shot by the layman Russ. It won't be shooting because it fell back, but chase the layman Russ could be a thing for the remainder of the battle. Meanwhile, the buggies push forward this way with the jackal in amongst them. This biker on that objective is a problem. He needs to die. So one of the layman Russes isn't grinding in advance. It fires its battle cannon twice if it moves under half range. That one didn't move under half range, so it could get its heavy flamer in range of the bike. The other tank with the Punisher cannon did move under half range and is pulling back away from the Alaris Terminators that are making their way up the centre of the table. So we've got some movement away from the Alaris Terminators, some movement to contain some of the threats around here. I still don't know why the buggies are coming this way with the jackal, but I'm sure we'll find out. Why are the buggies coming this way with the jackal?
You're going to kill them all.
Oh, okay. Death and destruction and mayhem.
I sense 9 las cannon shots, tearing them apart.
Cool. Then over here, one of the units that appeared from a perfect ambush is back in this corner. There were no good places to put them, so they're there because they could potentially disappear again and come back again.
Yep.
And the reason why there's no good places to put them is because down in this corner of the battle grid again, someone forgot to weld the entrance points to these sewer accesses down here. And now there's another unit and another unit with the Clamavus down in this corner, squeezed in there to be more than 9 inches away from this unit of Custodes, from Luther, from the other unit of Custodes. And the tank's still staying locked up there, so some big pressure in this corner. You did advance with that unit, but there is a Genestealer Cult stratagem that allows you to advance and charge.
And a spell.
And a spell. The PDF advance forward through the ruins, and they're protecting the Patriarch and the Magos that are there. So the core of the attack will happen in the city streets. How very fitting. And you want to spend 3 CP on a perfect ambush one more time.
I do.
Dropping you down to 2 remaining. Yeah. So one of these units gets to move another D6. Roll a 1. You rolled a 3. That's
300% increase.
Yeah. And they get to move forward. So the Acolytes end up here. Now we're going to go on to the Psychic phase where we stand, sir.
The Magus is going to smite the bikes again.
Right.
Looking for a 9.
Okay.
Ooh, a 4, but it does go off.
Because you're plus 2. So D3 mortal wounds on the bikes. For 3 mortal wounds on the bikes. One of them is on 1 wound remaining. I do get to shrug these on 6s. I shrug one of them. 1 biker dies. The other guy's on 3 wounds remaining. Your other spell?
So another next spell from the Magus. He's going to cast Psychic Stimulus on these guys, which is the advancing charge.
Ah, okay.
Jobby.
A bit of stimulation. And that
6
passes.
plus 2 is 8, so it's a 6+ spell to cast.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I'm going to burn my once per game Magus ability.
Yes.
To cast Might from Beyond on them.
Might from Beyond on them. This is your little familiar.
Yeah. He once per game you're allowed to cast an extra power.
Yes. And that's a 5. What is like?
Might from Beyond to 7. So
7. So they can advance and charge. Might and Beyond is an extra attack and something.
+1 attack, +1 strength.
Nice. Absolutely brutal. So the Magos coming in clutch there. Now we're on to the Patriarch.
Patriarch is going to have a battle of mental mind duel.
Right.
With Luther. And I'm going to use what's it called? Mental Onslaught.
Mental Onslaught. Knocker versus Luther.
So it's 6 to cast.
Okay. That
7.
passes.
So what we do is we both roll the dice.
Yes.
We add our leadership to it. So in essence, I'm +1 on you because I'm leadership 10.
You're leadership 10. I'm 9.
And if you roll a 6, you win automatically.
Right.
That's what they FAQ'd.
But otherwise, you beat me.
Otherwise, if I beat you,
it's a mortal wound, and then we keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, right?
I have to score higher, yes.
Yeah, I have to score higher. So you get a 5. So if 6. I roll a 6, I'm okay. I get a 6.
That's what always happens.
What happened there?
Always happens.
So we had a mind duel, Knocker versus Luther, and Luther went, "No, Xenos scum."
Whatever.
My mind is steel. He's a superior creation. He's one of the Emperor's elite has chosen his bodyguard. And what are you?
I'm going to tear your head off.
You're someone who's going to tear my head off. Brilliant. Right, let's shoot some guns. Shooting phase. We did the Chimera into close combat into the biker. No damage was caused. These guys advanced. Even though they've had that mental stimulus things, they've still got pistols, so they can't shoot when they advance. We're coming around to squad number 2. Try to pick on these Custodes down here.
Yeah, should be a pitter-patter.
A bit of pitter-patter with the pistols. They hit on 4s. They win on 5s because these are flashlights. They do 5 wounds.
5 wounds.
5 wounds. 5 top shaves. I'll put them on the Guardian Spear guy first. Try and make the charge longer in case I roll a bunch of 1s. I only roll 1-1. He's injured, but not dead. From there to these 3 chaps on the objective. Getting shot by the Sentinel, which hits twice and will wound on 3s. And wounds once, another 2-up save. I make the 2-up save. Now, because of all the advance rolls and line of sight, that's it for the gunfire down in the city, in the burning city streets. We come outside to the wastes one more time. Oh, the Jackal nominated these guys. You do that at the start of the shooting phase. He's the target acquired. But what are we starting with first with these tanks over here?
Oh, I'm actually going to shoot the Jackal first. I'm going to shoot his sniper rifle at the biker.
He's whiffed so far. Come on, let's go for a headshot.
He's a 3 to hit. He hits.
5s to wound.
5s to wound. Ideally 6. Ooh, saw it, but no.
6s do mortal wounds in addition.
So I'm going to move on to the Lehman Russ.
Yeah.
He's going to shoot everything at him.
Okay.
So the heavy flamer first.
2 shots. Strength 5, toughness 6. No, wounds once. AP -1. I need a 3. I make 3. That's a 4.
Battle cannon.
3 shots. 4s to hit.
2 hits.
And 3s to wound now because I'm not spending it on Arcane Alchemy because I've only got 3 CP left. You've got 2, I've got 3. I will gain 1 next turn. But those are -2, right?
-2.
So I need 4s. I make 1 fair one. D3 damage. He's got 3 wounds left. And he's got 1 wound left. You're thinking about CP in it?
I am.
With one of your 2 CPs. Interesting.
No, I'm going to do something else.
You're going to do something else?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is that else thing that you're going to do?
Well, I'm going to use that one command point.
Yes.
I need to save one for a charge just in case.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm going to use my one command point to put the stratagem on the laser cannons.
Yes.
To give me +1 to wound.
Yes.
And then I'm just going to heavy stubber him.
You're just going
to heavy stubber him to death.
So where are the other guns going?
No, sorry, I'm going to do the stratagem on the heavy stubber. So +1 to hit, +1 to wound on the heavy stubber.
Yeah.
Onto him.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do the laser cannons onto these guys.
But he'll have a 2-up save.
Yeah, no, I've got 18 shots.
Oh, so you're feeling lucky?
I'm wounding on 4s.
Okay. Okay.
So, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s.
Okay.
Got to take your chances with this cold.
And then lance cannons into these guys.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking, mate, do I arcane alchemy them? Do I? What happens if these guys die? Quite a lot over here. Mind you, because I can charge them with the Terminators. I could come charging over and engage them.
Well, I get my Demolisher back.
And they've got you will get your Demolisher back, which has, I mean, I've shut it down for 3 turns. I'm quite happy with that. But 2 CP for Arcane Alchemy. You know what? I'm going to burn it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to burn it. I don't want your las cannons, because your las cannons will wound me on 3s.
Yeah.
They're strength 9.
3s.
So it makes them wounding on 4s instead. But how many shots are they? The last
D3 each.
D3 each time. Hitting on 3s?
Hitting on 3s, yeah.
Because they're targeted, wounding on 3s. No, I'll take it. I trust in the Emperor. I will not arcane alchemy them. Right, let's do all the stubbers then. I saw you pick up loads of dice.
Loads of dice.
I was stalling for time.
3s to hit.
4s to wound. Because +1 to wound. So you want me to fail 1 2-up save.
And you've got 6.
I've got 6.
So
6 to play with.
mathematically,
yes,
we're in for it.
we're in for it. 2s. Does the Emperor protect?
No.
Command point. Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
So, laser cannons. We have 4 shots
One
again,
each.
hitting on 3s.
Oh, stinker.
The Emperor protects. You're praying to the wrong Emperor. He has far too many arms. You don't need 4 arms, you only need 2.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm just going to have to
Punish a cannon of doom.
cannon the dude.
40 shots. Here's the first 20. 4s. And your strength 5. Is that 2?
Just 2.
I'm beginning to feel sorry for you.
Okay, is it?
He's okay. Here's the other 20 on 4s. And 5s.
Come on.
Oh, that's much better. That's much better. How much you get?
6.
6.
Mathematically, we should have you.
What's German for 6?
6.
Sex.
Oh, the Emperor protects. What can you do?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Just going to cut you up in close combat.
Tanks, laser cannons, rounds coming into the Golden
Not a
Legion
scratch.
here.
Not a
And
scratch.
not one scratch. That is the end of the shooting phase. We come all the way back down to the ruined city, where cultists are springing out all over the place, ready to charge through these city streets. So we're starting off with the pimped unit, charging the bikes and the guard, and the bikes and the guard. The bikes and the guard, these 2 here. A 1 and a 5. That's a 6-inch charge. They managed to get in, only just. Almost stumbling over their feet there. So the first unit of acolytes make it here. The second unit of acolytes that came charging out of the sewer, which I should have locked down, are charging both of these units, both my shield captain and here. 5-inch charge because of the +1 because of the Magus.
Yeah.
The thingy bob. What's his name?
Clamorous.
That guy. That's a 5-inch charge. Yeah. You just managed to engage both units. Yeah. Acolyte unit number 2, engaging these and Luther. Now it's the Patriarch. Just Luther? Just my shield captain?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's angry. He goes throwing himself in there. Now, interestingly enough, I kept 2 CP in my back pocket for interrupting. So you've got some decisions to make. Unless you want to charge over here with your transports. So, no?
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I could charge with them, but
You
I
could.
think you'll probably get mashed up by them.
Let's face it, I'm going to be charging you next turn. So do you want to give me some free hits this turn? No? Yes?
Good question. I don't know. I've got 24 wounds to chew through.
He's got 1 wound left. That biker.
Oh, him, sorry.
Or them.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about charging them.
Oh.
So keep them in place. But you're right, I should just charge the biker.
Well, do you want to, though? Hashtag don't listen to Winters.
Hashtag how many attacks have I actually got? Who knows?
Strength 5 with 3 attacks hitting on 6s. So you're looking at 6s to hit and 5s to wound with a 2-up save. It doesn't seem like you'll kill a biker. What you could do is lock them up and then they'll slowly chew through them. But then you lose all those shots.
Yeah, but they haven't really achieved an awful lot, have they? So
no.
I might charge both of them.
Really?
Yeah, because he's got 4 attacks and they've got 12 attacks.
Yes.
So you've got a wound. The sword's only wound on 4. Sorry, the spear's wound on 3.
You have to ask yourself, what would the 4-armed Emperor do?
The 4-armed Emperor would probably require the sacrifice.
Yes.
So,
would he?
Yeah.
But that's when the day comes when they arrive, the Star Children from space. It's not that day yet.
But will the Star Child come if the Custodes are here? That is the question. And it buys me, hopefully, a whole turn of shooting with my tanks. So I think it's sacrifice time. So I'm going for it. I'm going to charge both of them.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
yes.
They're very keen. 12-inch charge. Now, I don't know if this is the wisest thing I've ever seen, whether this is geniusness, or whether this is... You can't actually end up on... Yeah. See, obstacles are unstable ground or something ground. Those bases are crazy. You're going to have to move this one over a bit. Yeah. So then that one can come there. And then that one can fit in there. Like that. Because you've got a 12. You've got fat 12. Right,
big
okay.
Fat 12.
Big fat 12.
Right, well, they're not going to fight first. That's
for sure. We're coming down here.
Yeah, I might need a second, I'm afraid. Sorry.
That's okay. You can have 3.
2.
1. Go. So our eye descends into the city once more. We're not going with the Patriarch first of all. We're going with this unit here. The buffed unit with the extra attack and the extra strength. So what is their strength?
Strength 5 now.
Strength 5. What are the strength of Snippy Snips?
Strength 10.
Strength 10. And they're coming in on my unit.
Yes.
And the Patriarch only charged Luther.
Yes.
So if I tank this, which I don't think I can. So I got 2 CP. I could burn it on insane alchemy, arcane alchemy to try and keep them alive.
Yeah.
Or I could burn it on Luther to interrupt. But then him attacking back in... See, the thing is, if you manage to pull this off, my friend, then this flank collapses and you've got line breaker, you've got all those things, and then the game suddenly swings round. So I feel like it's all or nothing here. No pressure.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
I'm not sure if we said this, but these guys have done retrieved data as well.
They're retrieving the data, so that would be 3. So that's 3 areas where you're retrieving the data.
And they'll get line break.
I'm going to trust in the Emperor one more time. I'm not going to spend any CP on buffing myself. Hit me.
Hit me, right. These are the attacks from 4 guys onto the jet bike.
4 onto the bike.
Yeah, this is their normal attacks and they've got knives afterwards.
Does the Patriarch allow them to reroll hits or anything?
No, they reroll hits because they're Cult Creed.
Okay. Oh, yes, of course, because you charged. So you hit on 3s. And the strength of their stuff?
Strength 5.
Strength 5.
So still only wounding on 5s.
Okay.
But 6s are -4.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay. So those 3 6s are 4 up and vulnerable saves.
Yeah.
And the bike's dead.
Right, good. Good start.
The biker really failed to get away from his deployment zone there. Got caught by the Chimera coming forward and now charged by the Cultists. He's gone. Now we have the little attacks into the squad.
Yeah, I'm going to do little attacks first because the benefit of the cutters is if you roll above their remaining wounds, so any little chip damage is good. Okay. So this is the 3 normal guys in there with their claws.
Hitting on 3s. These are rending claws, yeah?
Yeah, rending claws.
Okay.
And then wounding on 4s now because they're strength 5.
Okay, yeah. I like it. And 6s are AP minus a bajillion.
Oh, only 1. 1 wound.
But it's AP minus 1, right?
-1, yeah.
But a Storm Shield is +1 to my armour save.
Yep,
so I still have a 2-up save. And I'm fine.
And then I've got 3 knives.
3 knives.
All hit.
Yes.
And 4s. Oh,
yes.
There we go, those are 6s. So 2 wounds, no modifier.
No modifier. 2s. I'm okay. How many snippies are in the squad?
I can 3, and they've got 3 attacks. 4, sorry.
4.
3 attacks each.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is 29 attacks coming in hot.
Only 12, unfortunately. So 12 attacks, hitting on 4s.
But re-rolling all hits. That's what Bakao does when they come screaming from the shadows. And these are strength 10.
Strength 10, 2 to wound.
2 to wound. How many did you get?
8.
8 wounds. There's 1 storm shield left. How many 3+s can I make?
None, hopefully.
First one. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. So far I've made 4. I have to get more dice. 5th one. 6th one. 7th one. This is getting obnoxious. 8th one.
That's it.
Is that it?
8 wounds.
I trusted in the Emperor and the Emperor protects.
The Emperor has protected this.
Someone should definitely turn that into a thing. The Emperor protects. I protected. Let's now spend 2 CP and kill this foul Xenos Patriarch. You are the knocker. You're
knocker. I'll knock you off your bike.
No, you're the cause of this uprising. This is what I've been sent here to do. I shall strike you down. Luther will strike you on 2s. And he rerolls 1s because there's no core in the Custodes for now. I'm strength 6, your toughness 5. No re-rolling here, however. And I've got no command points left. You have 1. So I need 3s. And that's 2. 2 5-up and vulnerable saves.
I've got 2 5-up and vulnerable saves, and if I fail these, I can bump them off to the cultists.
Can you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Unquestioning loyalty.
Okay.
So I've made 1 failed one.
Yeah.
And then on 4 on all, I can just kill a cultist. No. Okay, 1 cultist dies.
Sorry, on a 4 or more you kill a cultist.
Oh no, sorry.
That was a 3.
Yeah, sorry. Done the totally the other way around. I take D3 wounds.
So that's D3 wounds on him for 2. Then I have a Misericordia.
Oh, the misery.
Which hits and wounds at -2, 1 damage.
You did 2.
Huh?
Did you do 2 damage?
No, it's just 1 damage.
No, you did 2 damage.
Oh, 2 damage to him. Yeah. So 5 up and done.
5 up and done.
Yeah, I'm fine. So Luther tried to strike him. He dodged right. He dodged left. He's still got 4 wounds left. I can't pay to interrupt anymore, so you might as well crack on. He's got extra attacks and things with your Warlord trait.
Biomorph adaptation, so he's got 7 attacks.
7 attacks. He hits on 7s though.
Hits on 2s.
Oh, mama. Strength?
Strength 6.
Toughness 6.
But he rerolls all wounds.
Yes.
So.
And rerolling all wounds.
Do a couple of 6s to be fair.
And 6s to wound.
No.
Damage 3.
Fat 3, but they're all things, so they're all -3 anyway.
Yeah. So I'll do the 6 first.
Sorry, that's -6.
For a 3-up invulnerable save. Which I've passed. Fail. So that's a flat 3. And then I got 6 more.
6 more, yeah.
3-up invulnerable saves with the Auric Aquila. Okay. So he takes 3 plus 2d3.
And he's got 6 left.
3 plus 2d3. Well, he's got 5 up, feel no pain.
Oh, okay.
With superior creation.
We've taken another 4 wounds.
So that's 7, 5 up, feel no pains with superior creation. He started off with 9 because he's a captain general, so he isn't going to die either. This will go to round 2. Ooh, he takes 5 wounds. He's got 4 left. Interestingly enough, your Patriarch is down to 4 wounds left. It's a draw, but you have this unit to fight as well. So after the hero and the foul Xenos demon fight each other, the last unit of acolytes come piling in, engaging this unit and that unit. And Adam being very careful there to make sure there are now 4 bodies in range of that objective, and I only have 3. So you do outnumber me on there. So far,
so
little dudes. So what are these attacks?
These are the knife, the claw attacks from these 3 guys, and I've got the rocks
on Luther.
Afterwards.
Okay.
On Luther.
Rending claws.
So 3s to hit, re-rolling.
And then 5 hits. Okay, 5s to wound. Something about this.
Yeah.
We have
3 wounds. 1 at -4, 2 at -1.
Okay, so it's all AP. It's all 3-up and vulnerable saves.
Oh yes, yeah.
I fail 1. Feel no pain. I fail 1. He's down to 3 wounds left. And then there's a rock saw.
Here we go.
Rev it.
3s to hit.
Nice.
Mark for death. Oh, only 1. Do I spend my last mark?
Last command point. How much damage does this thing do?
2.
He's got 3 wounds left.
He has got 3 wounds left. 3 up save. So. Oh, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Okay.
Here we go.
Reroll the wound.
Yep.
2 3-up invulnerable saves on Luther. And make them both.
Oh, such is life.
And we're both down to 0 CP. He's down to 3 wounds. We're
And
coming
I've
around.
got 3 rock swords against the guardsman.
Okay. Guardsmen, I have you know that we are Custodian Guard. We are not guardsmen, sir.
All I heard was guards.
We're not in the guard, son.
So the rock swords.
Yes. Rerolling. Okay.
No.
5 hits with the Rocky Swords of Doom.
3 to wound. 4 wounds.
4 wounds. AP?
AP minus 4.
AP minus 4. Now I put the first, how much damage? 2.
Flat 2.
Because I put the first one on him. So 4 up and bun, 4 up and bun, 4 up and bun, 4 up and bun. He dies.
Got him. Super obnoxious.
Any more?
Yeah, I've got one guy. Only one. Yeah, one normal dude.
Because this all happened at the same time, so they're still engaged.
He gets a reroll.
And he hits with his rending claws.
5 to wound.
He doesn't wound with his rending claws.
Cheeky knife hits. Doesn't wound.
Okay. Would you like to pile in / consolidate towards my guys? Because right now I'm not engaged with you, and then when it's my turn to activate, I'm not within an inch of you, so I can't go that way.
I'm not going to go over there, I'm
No?
afraid. Sorry.
No, you're not going to let this unit hit. Okay, cool. That makes perfect sense to me, because I had to pull from there because he was injured, and then you can only activate units in the fight phase that charged or are within an inch of an enemy unit. So we move from this corner to the buggies. Hail Mary on the bike. Here's 2 of the buggies. 6s to hit. 2 of them hit. You need 5s to wound now.
5 to wound.
Kill this biker on 1 wound remaining. No. Nothing. And then these guys? No hits.
No hits.
Okay. And why did you charge here again?
Stop them charging in.
Okay. So I think that's the end of your fight phase.
Nice.
No damage caused over here. You have whittled Luther down to 3 wounds and you killed a Custodian?
Yeah, a Custodian.
That was not as good as it could be. You have taken that objective off of me for now because he's fought.
Yeah.
So now we're on to this squad. They can fight, so we might as well do them. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many I kill of these. You're on this objective with this second squad here. Yeah. Here's the sword, however. He hits on 2s, and at strength 5 he'll kill on 3s. I kill 2 of them. And then there's the 2 guys with Guardian Spears, which hit on 2s. And I reroll 1s because they're next to Luther. And I'll kill on 2s at strength 6. And I kill 4 more. That leaves 4 remaining. They've all got their snippy snips though.
What can you do about 8 3-up saves?
Then we come back here. My biker will attack the unit of buggies.
Yep.
He hits on 2s. And at strength 6, your toughness...
5.
Ooh. I wound you 3 times. Yep. At -3.
I don't get a save.
Don't you?
No. I've got -4 save. I got feel no pain though, 6+.
Then you need to take 7 6+s because it's D3 damage a time. Ooh.
Pass 2.
Yeah.
So
5 wounds. Then I'll pile in here.
We're down to 3.
Go there.
Cool.
Yeah, we do that. 3 wounds left.
3 wounds left.
The swords and boards then, they hit on 2s, and at strength 5, I'll wound you on 4s, and you don't get a save. No, 3 wounds left.
Yep.
D3. That's the first one on 3 wounds remain. Oh yeah.
So I need 6.
Yes.
No.
And then D3 on another one. So 3 on another one.
Pass 2.
Okay, so 1's gone. 1 takes a wound.
Does he blow?
And then, yes. Then I'll do my Guardian Spears.
Yeah, okay.
2s. And these will wound you on 3s at strength 6. All the wounds, all the time.
No save.
How many wounds has he got? 7. The remaining guy.
Yeah, 7.
So, all right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 wounds here. 6s.
6s. Got 2.
2 6s.
So I've taken 6 wounds.
Yeah, so 1's on 1 wound remaining. And then, yeah, the one that blows up. If it blows up, it blows me off the objective. Please don't blow me off.
Blow up, blow up, blow up. Yes! Come on! Boom!
Kaboom! And my biker on that objective 4s, which is interesting. Very interesting. That only knocks me down to 2 objectives remaining. You're now on 4 objectives remaining. Justice. There may not have been great attacks over there with Luther and with the Acolytes charging in, but some buggies over here, they dropped the bomb. And that's the end of the Cultists' turn 3. They've managed to push back over here and push back quite hard. This unit of Custodian Guard are engaged, and I've got 4 back there. And they've retrieved Octavius data. They've retrieved data skulls in 3 corners. And they've, what's the other one? Got behind enemy lines twice. So they're on 36 points to my 24. 36 to 24. Here we are after the Custodes movement phase, and it's a very close game. Because Adam's got retrieved data and behind enemy lines, next turn he's going to get behind enemy lines again, and potentially behind enemy lines again. And he's done his data in 3 table quarters. If he drops some down here in turn 4 or turn 5, that's some more data. And then we're going to add up points for no prisoners, for killing all the wounds and things. So you can actually run up a lot of points on the secondaries, and you're currently on 4 objectives. So if I don't push you off an objective, you're going to get 15 points on the primaries as well. So next turn could be a very high scoring game. Basically what we're saying is currently it is 36 points to the Cultists and it is 34 points at the start of turn 3 to me, because I've just got another 10 points on the primaries. So it's really close. So it's about preventing each other scoring secondaries, preventing each other scoring primaries. So, and you killed 2 things. Killed the bikes and the bikes. So I need to kill 3 things.
Only took me 3 turns.
So this unit of coming around here to shoot at, what's his name?
Alphas.
Jackal Alphas. And they're going to keep hacking their way through these guys, freeing themselves up from close combat to get lit up by the tanks. But that doesn't get me on any objectives. What could potentially get me on objectives is the Terminators. It was a long bomb charge. I think we worked out it was 9 inches to get down towards the tanks.
Yep.
But to get onto this objective here with my Terminators, to swarm that's a potential. That's something I can do. If I shoot my ballistic grenade launchers and all my spears in and then go charging in, potentially I could be back on 3 and you could be back on 3, and that might be the game-winning move. I'm not sure. Meanwhile, I've dropped in my 2nd shield captain over there. It's a 9-inch charge to the Sentinel, which could potentially get him on that objective as well. The other thing about putting him in that corner on his own, undefended, is I am engaging on 4 table quarters now for 3 points for engage on all fronts instead of 2. So I'm concerned about my secondaries as well. But I've retrieved data here and here. I can't retrieve data in those 2 quarters. Characters can't do it, so my captain cannot do it. And I can't fall back and do it here either. I need to kill so I can retrieve, if that makes sense. So I might not only get 4 points for retrieving data. We shall see. Basically, engaging this unit here was a very good move. I mean, overextending myself into the Genestealer Cults deployment zone, and it stops me. I would have probably actually deployed Scramblers next turn again, retrieve data again next turn, and not charged the tank, and relied on my 3-up invulnerable saves, because that would have been an automatic 4 points. But they're locked up, so they can't. So I need to kill them. So let's start by killing them. There is 2 Sentinel blades there, which count as pistols, which you can shoot in close combat. So let's shoot at the tanks or the buggies. I hit 3 times. I wound them on 5s. I wound them twice. No AP, 1 damage each time. They have a 4-up save.
4-up save.
And then a 6-up shrug.
A shrug. No.
Don't blow up.
Blow up? No.
Doesn't blow up. I've taken 1 out. 1 goes down. Then these guys here, they are going to shoot at your Jackal.
Yeah.
And the 2 Sentinel blades are in range. -1 to hit him, though, naturally. So I hit on 3s, and I hit all the time. What's his toughness? 4 on a bike?
4, yeah.
4. So I need 4s to wound. 2 wounds. No, that's really cool. 3 wounds. No AP on the Jackal, Alpha on the biker.
Yeah, 5 up. Oh, makes 2.
Okay.
Makes a wound.
And then 2 bolt Guardian Spears on 3s. I hit both times. Strength 4. I need 4s to wound. I wound once, AP -1.
6s. No.
And that's 2 damage. He's on 2 wounds remaining. Now we come over here. Any pistols? Oh yeah, there's one sword and board left in this squad here. It'll shoot into combat against all these guys with the snippy snips.
On these guys,
yeah. 2s to hit them, and 3s to wound them. I wound one of them.
5 up. No.
And I kill one of them. And that's it, apart from the Alaris Terminators. So now we have some decisions to make. I can't fire into them. They're in combat, they're in combat, they're in combat. So the only thing I can shoot all these guns at is the PDF. So let's fire everything at the PDF. Ballistic grenade launchers, 6d3 shots. That's 15 shots on 2s. And at -3, I'm killing on 3s. The axes and spears are in rapid fire range as well, and they can shoot. That's cocked. They can shoot as well, and these will wound on 3s, and they're AP -1. You're in cover, so 7 5-up saves. The PDF get evaporated. I found a gun. My shield captain over there. He can shoot. This piece of ruin is less than 5 inches high, so I can shoot through the windows. These taller bits I can't. So I'll shoot through at the cultists lurking in the background on 2s and wounding on 3s. I wound once at -1.
6.
Oh, no, they're fine.
Buttress.
They duck and cover. Then now I need to charge. I killed a unit. I need to kill 2 more. I'll start with my shield captain back here. No, let's start with the because I've got 1 CP. So I need to charge the Snippy Snip guys and the Patriarch and your Magos.
Okay,
so
Snippy Snips are the furthest. They are 7 inches.
7 inches. With 1 CP to reroll. Here we go. And that's a 9-inch charge. And we come piling through. They come to relieve Luther. Will they be able to manage it? We'll find out in the fight phase in a minute, because my second shield captain is charging the Sentinel. This is also a 9-inch charge. And I will see... Yeah. I don't know. Yes. I make the charge!
Oh.
So successful charges from the Golden Legion. Just. You don't have any CP to interrupt, so I might as well start here with my shield captain. With his Guardian Spear. He hits on 2s. He re-rolls 1s because he's in range of himself. And Guardian Spear is +1 strength, so I'm strength 6. They're toughness 6, right? Yeah, force to wound. 5 wounds left on that thing. That is 3 wounds at AP -3.
3 6s it is.
Yep. No 6s. 3d3 damage on the Sentinel. That's a dead Sentinel, which goes boom on a 6. It doesn't go boom. And I've taken that objective. And then consolidate a little bit closer forward to put my foot in the terrain, but also within 3 inches of that objective. Then we come around here to the Golden Boys, to the Alaris Terminators. So I've got 2 on the Magos, 2 on the dude, Patriarch, and 2 on your Snippy Snips.
Yep.
So let's fight. So let's hit the Snippy Snip guys. Axes are +3, spears are +1, strength 6 or strength 8, and your toughness 3.
Yep.
So I'll do it all together. Anyway, these guys are actually hitting them. They're both axes anyway. So it's 2s, re-rolling 1s because Luther's there, and then at strength 8, I'm killing you on 2s.
Yep.
And the Snippy Snips are, oh, that's 8 words. Yeah. I need that dice rolling for the Patriarch. So they're gone. And that's 3 things killed, 2 things killed.
3 things killed.
Couple of things killed, so I will get random there. Right, these guys have got spears. They're attacking him. He's toughness 5, because I'm strength 6 right now.
5, yeah.
Okay. So to hit the Patriarch, 2s, re-rolling 1s, and 3s to wound the Patriarch. And that is 7 wounds. That is absolutely brutal.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I need 5-up saves, and then we're going to start trying to kill cultists instead. Save 2.
Okay. So 5 get through.
Pass on to the cultists.
Yes. Oh.
Only 1 goes through. 4 cultists are dead.
Do they have to be in a certain range of him or
And
something?
the unit has to be within 3 inches.
So it could be anywhere. It could be these guys over here. I like it.
Here. We're going to go. I don't need the character particularly
So
anymore.
4 of them? But you have the coherency as a thing.
It's a good point. I'll put him back.
Okay.
I'll take him off.
So only 1 got through. So the Patriarch's going to live. I'll do D3 wounds to him. For 3 wounds, he's down to 1 wound remaining. That's absolutely brutal. And then we're coming across to Spears and Axes versus Magos. Is he toughness 3 as well?
The Magos is toughness 3.
So I'll do all the attacks at the same time. It's 8 attacks because they're 4 attacks each. I'm hitting on 2s versus the Magos. Look at that one. Hitting on 2s versus the Magos. Smushing the Magos on 2s. Yep. Does he have a save? No? Because that's a bajillion wounds. So it looks like this. This is my charging units done. I've piled in, I've consolidated. We have Luther on 3 wounds. Your Patriarch on 1 wound. I don't even know if these guys are within an inch of your Patriarch, so I don't think they can activate anymore. No. I don't think they can. So you piled in. You're going with the Cultists. 3 Roxors, 2 Cultists attacking Luther on 3 wounds.
No rerolls.
No rerolls. Here's the Rending Claws.
No, these are the swords, unfortunately.
Those are the swords?
Yeah, 4 misses, sorry.
Okay. That's got
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
-4.
AP bajillion. 3 up and vulnerable saves. I failed them both. How much damage?
Flat 2.
Okay, he's got 3 wounds left. I have a 5 up shrug.
Got to make 2.
I've got to make 2 of these. Do you finally crack the nugget? I don't. You do.
He died.
You take him out. My hero falls. Blood splutters everywhere. And so a hero of the Imperium has fallen, been cut apart by some Roxors. Don't worry, we have the power to rebuild him. Then we come round here, because it's my turn to activate, and I will fight against this Goliath truck. What's it called?
It's called an Atalan Ridge Runner.
That one. 2s to hit the Atalan Ridge Runner with my Guardian Spears, and 3s to wound it, and no save, we discovered.
Yep, no save.
So
3.
6, 7, 8, 9 6 up saves, and then the swords will strike you.
Yep.
I can do the straws as well,
Yep.
because and these are, and that's cocked.
4's to win. Another 3d3.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 6 up saves on the truck, on the Atalan Ridge Runner.
7.
No. It's dead. Does it go boom? No. It does not go boom. Then I'll consolidate. And it looks like that, because you have to go model to model. So those guys went closer that way. Those guys closer to the tank, which I'm not entirely happy with. Then we come back to the Patriarch with a bajillion attacks, trying to take on the Alaris Terminators. So 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s. He misses some. He misses 3.
He's covered in blood, so you couldn't see. Blood over him.
3s to wound.
3s to wound, re-rolling. Oh
dear.
Heavens for the re-roll.
This will work.
Oof.
Is that 1 wound?
1 wound.
1 4 up and vulnerable save, which I make. The Terminators hold firm. Do you have a morale? You lost 4 of this
they're immune
squad.
to morale with the Patriarch.
Nice. They're immune to morale with the Patriarch. That's good stuff. So we're still scrabbling over this pile down here. I have taken 3 objectives because I'm on this one, and the one in the corner with the crazy charge with the shield captain charging through the city streets alone on his own. He looks like he's a tank target right there. Or what's in that squad?
2 Roxors.
2 Roxors.
2 Roxors and a tank to deal with him. So
I don't think
I'm relatively happy.
I think Luther managed to stick around for a while. I'm not sure if he will.
I don't think he's quite got the same.
This is going to get this is going to turn into a mosh pit. An absolute mosh pit. But you need to stay here to get your line breaker.
Yeah.
So, it's anyone's game as we go on to the Cultists. Turn 4. It's turn 4, and after the Cultists score 10 more points on the primaries, it's 46 points to 40 in favour of the Cultists. I've got 40 at the end of turn 3. They're on 46 now. And there were loads of Cultists around here, and they've scattered. Adam regained ACP last turn. So the one in the corner, the unit in the corner, have returned, slunk back into the shadows. We've gone partly into the shooting phase. A wound was caused on my Custodes here by the Clamorverse. And the Patriarch fell back. The reason being, when he falls back, I can't do any psychic phases, but defenders fight first. He would have probably died. And the unit that were not engaged, that were on that objective there, have come this way to trouble me on this objective. Basically, Luther fell, the Custodian Terminators have come charging through the gaps, and they've thought, no, we want this objective instead.
I want to create some space to bring my last scanner unit down.
Exactly. The last scanner unit needs to come up over here, but after they come charging in, you'll still have 2 units back in my deployment zone for line breaker, so still spreading out.
And they've got the clamor
all over the place. Yeah, exactly. So there were some shots and some grenades down here, no wounds caused. There were some shots and some grenades over here, no wounds caused. We haven't done the Sentinel yet. That unit pushing forward to the second shield captain. Again, grenades, no wounds caused. And then we came over here with some more chaff fire from the Sentinel into this unit, no wounds caused. So chaff and fire everywhere. The cultists are in this quarter, in the centre, over there. But we're on to the tanks now. And the jackal on the bike has yet to speak as well. Where do you want to start the shooting phase, sir?
Well, I'm going to shoot the jackal on the bike first.
Okay.
And he's going to put his shots into
these guys over here. They are perilously close to your objective.
They are.
So let's see if his sniper rifle can do any wounds.
3's to hit.
He hits. Can he roll a 6 finally? No.
Alright, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot this Lehman Russ next.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot this Lehman Russ next. He's going to
Punisher gun. You've got
no, I'm going to shoot this one first.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing with this one.
Okay.
He's given himself reroll 1 order, which is the first time he's ordered himself, and he's putting everything into these.
Finally, after being tagged again and again and reversing and going forward and going backwards, he's now going to unleash hell on the unit.
First. So 3's rerolling 1s.
Oh, everything hits. Force to wound.
Force to wound.
Okay, 3 wounds. It's -1 but +1 with the shield.
Yep.
So I'm back to 2 up saves. And I fail 1 and it's 2 damage. And that shield gets taken out.
Heavy flamer.
Heavy flamer. Flamage hits 3 times. Wounds on 4s. It wounds twice. And I make both of those saves. And then we have the Demolisher Cannon of Doom. And it has 10 shots. And these hit on 3s.
3's rerolling 1s.
There's a couple of 1s. And that's a good array of shots. You didn't convert them. But that's still 7 hits. Winning on 2s.
Yep. No 1s now.
And that's 6 wounds. I have a Storm Shield left in that squad.
Yeah.
How many 3-up and vulnerable saves can I make this time? How obnoxious can I be? 3 up. 3 up. Ooh, yeah. D6 damage. He's gone. So these are full 4-ups. Okay, so D6 then D6. Not dead. Not dead. So 1 is injured, 1 is down to 1 wound left. That is the end of that tank, but there are still more tanks that can target them. Remember, these are objective secured units. All I need to do is walk onto one of those objectives and hold it. So the battle cannon tank, you are in flamer range. Flamage. 4 times. Bathes me in Prometheum, which wound 3 times. I need to make 3s. He's dead. 1 guy left. 2d6 shots with a battle cannon. For 7 shots. Kaboom. 4's to hit. 3's to wound. That's pretty cocked. And that's good. That's 6 hits. 3's to wound.
Yeah.
That is 4 wounds.
That's 2.
4 up and vulnerable saves.
Here we go.
The Emperor protects.
Oh.
The Emperor protects. The Emperor protects. There's still another tank. I noticed that you pivoted this one very carefully so the other one could see it if you wanted to. Yeah, but there is a shield captain over there.
Heavy flamer into the shield captain.
Okay.
And then the Gatling cannon into him.
Okay.
So the heavy flamer.
6 times. This will wound on 4s. And it wounds 3 times. I did put my toe in cover on purpose for a 2-up save. So he's okay. Yep. Where's the Gatling cannon going?
Into him.
Into this guy. You really want him dead. This is 40 shots coming in hot. First 20.
First 20.
4s. And 4s. 7 2-up saves. The Emperor protects. Not 1 scratch. But now we have the second volley due to grinding advance on 4s. 4's to wound.
It's got to do 3 wounds.
Let's face it, these guys should have been dead ages ago.
7 again.
7 again.
Consistency is key.
I made all 7 last time. This means I failed them all this time, right?
Yeah, hope so.
he takes a wound. He's on 2 wounds remaining. I think that's it for the shooting phase. We have a charge over here.
Yeah, we've got a couple of charges.
Couple of charges. Where's charge number 2?
So the charge number 1
yes.
is a risky charge.
Right.
Oh, he's got 2 wounds left. No, not going to do that. So I'm gonna unfortunately sacrifice my tank commander.
You're going to charge the tank commander in?
Keep him off the objective.
All right, good. Well, I can fall back onto it and I'm on it. It's 6-inch fallback. I just stand there.
True. Yeah, all right, now I'll ditch that off.
The only way you could do it is by charging with that one and blocking the other one, because he's stuck.
It's an 11.
It's an 11.
I'm going to go for it.
You might as well go for it, yeah. Oh, almost.
Saw it.
If you hadn't spent that CP on putting these guys back in the shadows,
I wouldn't have got 12 points for.
That's true. Yeah. These guys can charge it?
They're going to charge. Yeah.
Okay.
Overwatch? No.
No Overwatch. I don't have any CP. So they come piling through. You want to end up on the objective, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That makes perfect sense. And then we're going to have this unit of acolytes charging this unit down here.
Yep.
And they managed to charge 10 inches. And that 10-inch charge gets them all over this objective. There's 4 rock saws in that group there. So 10 attacks.
3s, rerolling. For the full house.
Yeah. Nice. And these are strength? 8.
So
Toughness 5. Many wounds.
Oh, stinker. Only 4 wounds. 3 wounds, sorry.
Is it only 3?
Yeah, they're all 1s and 2s, aren't
Okay.
Mine's 4.
4 up and buns? 3 up and buns. I make them all. I'm sorry.
What else did you do?
Then these guys over here.
The claws,
the claws down here. The claws.
Never know luck.
Rerolling the hit. I'm winning on
4
5s, looking for the 6s.
5s, need some 6s. 1. Oh, it's cocked.
That's good.
1 wound.
Make the save.
Save. That's -1.
Yeah, but +1 because of Storm Shield.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
2 up
yeah.
becomes a 3 up becomes a 2 up.
And then 2 knives, see if I can shank you.
Stab.
No.
Negative.
Oh, that is a,
Okay.
a whiff. I'm not with them.
I think they're in trouble when I fight back.
Yeah, they're big time trouble.
Right.
So over here.
Yes. How many rock swords you got
2
here?
rock swords in this unit.
2 rock swords against shield captain.
So,
Re-rolling all hits because you charged. You hit twice. Winning on 3s.
yeah.
You wound twice.
Wound twice.
He has a 4 up and vulnerable save.
Yeah, let's see.
I make one fair one.
2 damage.
2 damage. I think they start with 6. It might be 7. I think it's 6.
Yeah.
I want to say 6.
See, probably 6.
He's got 4 wounds left.
Claws.
Everything hits. And then 5s. Right. That 6 is a 4 up and bun. Then knives.
2 hits. Oh, sorry.
You reroll the hit.
Sorry. Yeah, hits. And then 1 wound.
I make that save as well.
Yeah.
So my shield captain survives with 4 wounds remaining and raises his guardian spear and strikes 5 times.
1 for each of them.
And will kill on 2s. And 4 of them die. There's 1 left. And then round here, let's do some piling in. And we're going to have to do the Sentinel Blades first, which hit on 2s and I miss 3 times, but will kill on 3s. Only kill 2.
Yep.
And then the Guardian Spear hits twice and kills 2 more. So there's 1 left in this squad, 1 left in the other squad at the other end of the battle grid. Then we're going to have to do some morale. Leadership 4, leadership 8.
Yeah, he's
He
right.
holds, and the unit down in my deployment zone.
4, leadership 7 for those guys. So,
And they hold. So they hold, and unfortunately I'm still on that objective.
Yeah.
And still on that objective. And still on that objective. And I'm on that objective. Oh yeah, you're contested. Yeah, 1 versus 1. We're
Well,
contested.
actually, no, it's not. So if you've both got objectives secured, it goes down to the number of models.
Yes.
So I've got 2 models and you've got 1, so I control that one.
Brilliant. Okay, so you're controlling that one. I'm on 3 though.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, but I'm not on more than you, which is critical.
Yeah.
Like I said, their leadership. I think they're leadership 8. On a 6, he'll run. They're leadership 8 normal guys. He doesn't run.
For the 3-up saves.
I know. I do roll them sometimes. That is the end of the Cultist turn 4. With the Patriarch lurking in the shadows, the Cultists do get another 4 points for behind enemy lines, making it 50 points to 40. Remember, we haven't added up all the points for no prisoners yet. They have clawed their way through a lot of my stuff. as we head on to Custodes. Turn 4. Here we are after the Custodes movement phase in turn 4. It was 50 points to 40, but I'm on enough objectives, not more than you, to make it 50 points each. 50 points each. I've moved forward to contest this objective. I now score that objective. And his mission all along was to retrieve these data skulls, to retrieve Octarius data. So he's moved forward there. He will not be charging. He will not be doing anything. He'll just be picking up the data skull from that, from in the trees there, which will get me an extra 4 points. But also, I'm scoring that objective because I'm within 3 inches of that objective. I don't need to charge anything. If I go piling through there, he might die anyway. So let's pick up the data skull. That's in 3 table quarters. They're here. They're shooting at the thing. They've stayed in combat. And the Terminators are coming back for the Patriarch. It does mean as well that I've got golden boys in all 4 table quarters because he's there. These guys are there. And my shield captain refuses to yield over in this table quarter here. So let's go on to the shooting phase. Let's start off the shooting phase by shooting my Sentinel blades, which are pistols, into close combat to these cultists here. And I hit 4 times. I will wound them on 3s. And I wound them all the times. They have 5-up saves.
They are all dead.
And they just get taken out. And then these guys are going to rinse and repeat into the Sanctus. Not Sanctus. Jackal. 3s to hit him because he's a bit sneaky. 4s to wound him. I wound him 3 times with the Sentinel blades.
Down to 1.
Down to 1. And then one of the spears is in rapid fire. The other one isn't. 3s and 4s. -1. A save or death? No. And I kill him as well. After the Jackal Alpha died, we're going to go across to the Alaris Terminators here. There's 2 in the terrain, so they can fire through the windows. The rest are obscured by the smoking ruin terrain. They have D3 shots each, and they hit on 2s with the grenade launchers, the Uzi grenade launchers, and they wound on 5s. 1 wound at -a gazillion.
5 up. No, fails it. He's dead.
An Uzi grenade launcher detonates in the knocker's skull. But
he's just slunk off down that big drain pipe.
Slunk off to the shadows.
Yeah.
And then this unit here are going to rapid fire through the window into the Clavus? Clamavus on 1 wound left. Yeah. There's Guardian Spears hitting on...
He's got 2 wounds.
Hitting on 2s. And wounding on 3s at AP -1.
3 wounds?
Yeah, 3 wounds, 3 6-up saves? 5-up saves, because you're in cover.
No.
But each does 2 damage. All the characters, the head of the cult, have been cut down.
Yeah.
And now we fight. Your guy with a Roxor versus my shield captain with a spike.
He's not got a Roxor. I had to keep the leader alive to make the leadership check.
Okay. So what has he got?
He has just got his claws.
Claws?
Claws. He's got 4 attacks. So theoretically,
it could be done. I've got 4 wounds left.
I need 3.
You need an extra dice.
No, well, one's a different attack. So he's got a knife. So I only hit you once. I can't re-roll because it's the second round of combat.
Okay.
I need a 5 or a 6. A 6 -4. Oh, he takes his pound of flesh
takes a wound.
Out.
3 wounds remaining.
Knife hits. Oh, cocked. 5 or 6. Oh, another wound. 2 up. Yeah, he's alright.
Okay, so he takes a wound off my shield captain, and he strikes out with his Guardian Spear, and re-rolls, and then he'll kill this guy on a 3.
Yep.
And kill him utterly.
I like to think he just let the claw go into him, just to bring him in close. He could smash his head with his hand.
So after getting 3 more points for engage on all fronts, 4 more points for engaging Octarius data, another couple of points for grind them down, it's 60 points to the Custodes versus 50 points to the Cultists. As we go on to turn 4. 5. It's 5. Here we are after the Cultist movement phase. They were only on 1 objective, so it was 55 points to 60 at the start of their movement phase. That's before these guys appeared from a sewer entrance over here.
They clocked up some air miles. They were here, they were there, and they were there.
So they've been at all 3 different table quarters. They're retrieving Octarius data 1 more time, maxing that out for 12. And they get an extra 2 points for being behind enemy lines. So these guys just got you 6 points just for popping up in that particular corner. Tanks moving around to try and thin away my units to blow them off the objectives. Talking about tanks moving around. Tanks moving around here, the Chimera and the Layman Ras, to take on my shield captain. Can draw line of sight through there to try and blow him off. Then we just started the shooting phase. The Sentinels chipped a wound off of this Custodian. The Flamer's going to hit him for 3 shots. The battle cannon's coming this way. Flamer will wound on 4s, and I've got a 3-up save. And you finally take him down. He's gone. And then 2d6 shots with the battle cannon down into this squad for 7 shots. 4 hits and
4 wounds.
4 wounds, nice. I do have a shield, so it's -2 becomes -1 with my shield. 3-up saves. I fell 1. D3 damage.
Let's get one of them.
No.
I'm going to use my command point.
Your 1 command point you got back.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. No, the dice god said no.
Great use of command point.
He's on 2 wounds remaining.
Right, the tank commander who's rerolling 1s is going to
order himself.
blah 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 into
Blah,
those
blah,
guys.
Heavy
Flamer's
bolters
out of
to start with, because he's on 2 wounds.
Yeah, heavy bolters to start with. Flamer's out of range, so 3s. Rerolling 1s.
That's useful, that reroll 1s. 5 hits from the tank commander. Heavy bolters now coming in heavily. And he wounds
2.
twice. And I've +1, -1. I make the save.
Yeah,
because the shield. Tank, cannon, battle cannon round. 8 shots. Demolisher cannon, that's the name of the gun. Hitting on 3s. And rerolling that 1. And that's a full house. He's very angry that I touched the side of his tank earlier.
Scratch the paintwork.
Yeah. 2s to wound. OMG, that's 8
right.
wounds.
It gives you an opportunity to roll 8 3+s again.
Yes. Let's do that. 3 up. 3 up. 3 up. 3 up. 3 up. 3 up. Oh, come on, fail 1, Winters. 3 up.
Can we just point out here that there's 6
These dice
sixes.
available from the deploymentzone.tv merchandise page, and if anyone saw my last battle report, they don't always do this.
Too much.
The shells just bounce.
Oh well. Right.
Over here.
Rinse the shield captain. So
Okay.
Heavy flamer from
Yes.
the Chimera.
Yes.
It's 5 shots.
It'll wound me on 4s.
2 wounds. 3 ups.
I take a wound.
Oh,
He's down to 2 wounds remaining.
Multi-laser. Misses.
Okay.
This guy, heavy flamer. 2 4s, 2 wounds.
He's still got 2 wounds, and now we've got 40 shots with a Punisher Gatling cannon. Then after rolling a hit and rolling a wound, hitting on 4s, winning on 4s, 8 wounds came through. 8 2-up saves. He has 2 wounds left. And you take him out.
Huzzah!
That's the end of turn 5 for Colt Backer. And they got 14 points for behind enemy lines, 12 points for retrieving data, and we added up all the points for no prisoners. And that was 5 points. It gave them a total final score of 66 points to my 60. And at the start of turn 5 for me, or the end of turn 5, I'll get 10 points for the primary, making it 70 points to 66, which means it'll be a win for the Custodes. But I won't be able to get them, grind them down, and I won't be able to get retrieve data, and I won't be able to get engage on all fronts in this particular turn. So my final score will be 70 points. The final score for the Cultists will be 66 before I even move or do anything. And this is the way the world ends. So it was a victory by the Custodes by only 4 points whilst we add those no prisoners points in. Let's face it, I made an obnoxious amount of 3-up invulnerable saves here and over there. And if I hadn't have made them, it would have been a very different game. This flank nearly collapsed. Well, should have collapsed. And you should have come piling through and won this day. 66 points for the Cult. What do you think? Is that reasonable? Is that good?
Against a good player playing Custodes, yeah, I think that's relatively good outing.
How about against an average player rolling 3-up invulnerable saves like his life depended in it?
Well, it's a particularly good outing in that particular case. It's just, I think there was like in the region of 20, 22 3-up saves, which each of them were multi-damage hits, and it would have taken big chunks out of the army.
It's obnoxious, isn't it?
It is how it used to be when I played Death Watch as well back in 8th, and used to get a 3-up save on everyone in your army.
Yeah.
And you could just tank it.
Storm shields for days.
Yeah, I think I just played as well as I could do, really. It's all you can do with a cult. It's a bit of an uphill battle all the time.
Right.
You've got to fight your secondaries, and I feel I did that pretty well.
You did a lot of points. 35, wasn't it? Or 36 points on the secondaries?
Yeah, 36. I did all my line breaker and my scramblers.
Yeah, these guys getting 6 points at the end just by appearing.
Yeah, just by popping up. And there must be 2 command points to do that, and they picked up all 12 points.
Yeah.
8 of the 3 quarters for that. Yeah, they did a good job. If I just killed a few more Custodians, I would have racked up a few more secondary points.
Okay, so we'll wrap up there. We have the terrain from Much of War, that's the guy. Much of War. High quality resin cast and 3D printed terrain, such as these statues and such as the barricades. The battle mat is from JW Gaming. And I'm Winters. This was Adam. We hope you enjoyed that battle report. If you'd like to support me, then consider becoming a patron. That's in the link below. Or if you want more battle reports, more podcasts, community content, we've got Den of Imagination, Play on Tabletop, Jim Vessel, others, all in the deployment zone now. It's becoming a bit of a hub, which I love, absolutely love. And there's community content and events happening throughout the summer as well, and hopefully onwards. Community events. I want to get out there in the wilds. I want to meet people. I need to leave the house. It's been COVID. It's been horrible. Anyway, happy wargaming.